welcome back to Mcquivey Livin. This is going to be episode number 16, Types of Support. So we're going to go through today 3 types of support, how to deal with being unsupported.
Mm-hmm. And one invitation for your unsupporters.
Okay. So
the 3 types of support is 1, actively against whatever you're doing. So if you're choosing to travel, if you're choosing to maybe follow your heart and follow whatever your dreams are, there will be people who are actively against it.
Yeah.
And that's hard. I mean, I've had friends who've had child protective services called on them. I've had people known of people whose families disown them. And these are people who are actively against what you're doing.
Trying to stop you, yeah. And then there's the number 2 is neutral. People that are neutral, they don't care really.
They're like, whatever.
Good luck.
And sometimes that's just as painful as not being actively supportive. When you're really excited about something or even really nervous, and someone's like, whatever, I don't really care, that can be a little bit painful as well.
Yeah. And then there's the actively pro.
Those are the most fun.
They're encouraging, giving you ideas on
and they
what
want
to do.
Follow you, and they want to hear more about it. And we have some really good family and friends who do that for us. But not all of them fall under that category. We have a lot of neutral. I don't know if we have any actively against.
No.
Oh, I think I may know one person in our family that was my family that was kind of like, hey, weirdo. But once I explained when we go to the 4 C's, he was really, he got on board. Yeah.
So we'll talk about the 4 C's. So the first C is communication. So if they are either actively against or neutral or pro, make sure they know what you're doing and ask them for what you need.
Ask them for what you need. So for example, if we just called and said, you know what, we think that we're just going to sell everything and move to Mexico. Anyone in their right mind would look at you like you're a crazy person. So communicating what you're doing.
We're in our right mind though.
We're in our right mind. So communicating, oftentimes we get unsupporters, people who are actively against or neutral because they don't even know what we're doing. They don't know. And so communicating and also if you have someone who's actively against you, being able to say something like, I appreciate your opinion, but what I need from you is to not make it vocal. And it's just something that's not helping me and my family. And so tell people what you want, or even as a supporter, like, can you help me? Like I called my mom when we were first thinking about RVing, and I said, Mom, talk me out of this crazy idea of full-time RVing. And she said, Jamie, I'm not the person to talk to you because I want to do it myself. And so she's also full-time RVing right now. So you can ask people for what you need.
Yeah. And then the second C is confidence. Be 100% sure that you know what you're doing and that you want to do it.
So that comes with, some people will do things willy-nilly, and that can really scare family and friends. But knowing that you have the confidence, you know what you're doing out there, you know how you're going to survive. And when you make the decision to change your life and you feel good about it, really it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks.
Yeah. It's kind of between you and the Lord. It's like,
yeah, and one of the things I like to say to people is it's for me, not against you. So it's for me, not against you. And that's the confidence to say, I know what's right for me, and it's not meant to be against you, or I don't want to be around you, I don't want to see you, I'm taking your grandchildren away or their cousins and stuff. It's not that. It's just that this is the best thing for me right now. And it doesn't mean forever. Some people go out on the road and they spend 3 months traveling. Some people spend 10 years. So you don't know.
Yeah. And then, so the third C is comprehend. Know that you are not alone. Know that not everyone will be on board with what you're doing.
And I think that's a big thing, is a lot of people think, this is so exciting. Why is everybody not on board? Well, the same reason everybody doesn't like the same food, and everybody doesn't like the same here. They should all love the Broncos. But we all have different opinions, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And just knowing that, which leads us to our fourth C, which is community, is find a community that is supportive. You know, if you have family and friends who are actively against or neutral and they're just kind of sucking the excitement and joy out of it, find some people who are totally excited. Get to know people who are doing what you want to do and have them encourage you. We always are calling people always call me out of the blue, or, hey, Jamie, I have a friend who's thinking about doing what you're doing. Would you like talking to them? Of course. And I can give them all my resources and help them and encourage them. And they feel empowered.
Yeah.
So the one invitation we have is for our unsupporters, and is to ask your unsupporters to just lean into supporting. It doesn't mean that you have to jump on my bandwagon. It doesn't mean that everything I do is right. It just means, can you lean into supporting me? Not even every decision I make, but can you lean into supporting me? And that would be a huge shift in a relationship too, if it can be just to support me. And maybe not everything I do, everything I say, everything I think, but just lean into supporting.
Yeah. So yeah, in this episode, we've basically talked about the 3 types of support.
And the 4 C's for dealing with being supported or unsupported.
Which is communication,
confidence,
comprehension,
and community.
And then we've also talked about, or Jamie has extended one invitation for your unsupporters.
So go ahead and click subscribe and like and share our channel. And if you have any helpful comments or suggestions or questions for future episodes, please leave them below. Or
yeah, anything that helps with supporters, whether good or neutral or bad.
Hopefully they're more good than bad.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see you. We are heading off to Europe soon. So we'll see you soon. Bye.
Adios.